Would your team make better decisions if they understood the financial health of your business? The answer is almost always undoubtedly yes. But why is that? As business owners, we sometimes feel scared. Can feel very vulnerable to share the financial details of our business. What do I mean by financial transparency? Well, sharing meaningful financial insights with your team, not just the leadership team, but everyone in the company should know how the business is performing, whether it's performing better, worse than in the past. Giving all the employees clarity on the financial goals, financial performance. These are the goals the company's setting. Here's how we're tracking against those goals. Here we're performing. That mimics how we ask our employees often to behave, setting goals and tracking against performance. And so we're just bringing the company's performance into that. It also aligns the team's efforts with things like profitability, efficiency, the long-term success of the business. And why I think it gives you a leadership edge is number one, it builds trust and accountability. The employees feel much more invested in the business's success. It helps the team make smarter, cost-efficient decisions in their roles. It reduces financial fear and uncertainty. It is my experience that people's imagination is almost always way better or way worse than reality, and very rarely is it actually close to the financial reality. It also encourages innovation. So it encourages your team to find ways to improve efficiency and profitability. There's that old saying that what gets measured gets managed, and your team needs to know what is being measured. So how do you share that? Well, I recommend big picture insights, trends. How is revenue going? Goals. How are we tracking against our sales goals, our profitability goals? What's driving profitability? Who are the most profitable customers? What are the most profitable services? So give them these big trends and insights into it, and share key metrics that impact the business's health, like revenue, like profit margins, cash flow. Keep it simple, not too much jargon. Just give it clarity. As much as possible, show how their individual roles impact individual numbers. If you've never done this before, here are some suggestions. Begin by holding quarterly financial updates, sharing financial progress towards revenue and profit goals. You can use dashboards or scorecards to track performance, whether that's quarterly, monthly, weekly, and you need to educate your team. If you're tracking something that you want them to impact, it may involve some accounting terms that they need to understand. So educate them so that they can understand what it is they're looking at. Tie their financial success to rewards. So consider things like profit sharing, bonuses, incentives for efficiency. Again, all things that can be measured somewhere in financial performance. That's why financial transparency is so important. Couple mistakes to avoid: sharing too much detail. Your employees do not need and probably do not want to know every single line item on the P&L. Another common mistake I see is only discussing finances when things are bad, when things go wrong. Make it a regular part of your company's culture, regular part of meetings, whether it's quarterly, monthly, weekly, whatever cadence you use. It's just another part of getting together as a team and a culture and a company. Don't assume that your employees understand financial terms. You need to educate them first. For many of our clients, I need to remind them that there was a time that they did not understand these concepts, so they need to give their employees time and patience to understand the same concepts. Last mistake I see is failing to link the connections between how and where the employees work and function inside the business and how that contributes to financial success. Financially transparent leaders are leaders who are typically honest. They're sharing some vulnerability very often, and they're showing a comfort with the inside of the business, and they're bringing in the team. So they're engaging the team in the long-term success of the business. And one of the ways they're doing that is by sharing its financial information. So if you want a team that's more accountable, more financially aware, your leadership must start with transparency. I'm here to help you build a strategy to share what's appropriate, what's not appropriate, what's going to be useful, what's not going to be useful. That is a conversation that I've had with many business owners and would love to have it with you.